So we're on our way to a birthday party. It's Marie's birthday and it's Agatha's birthday. First we're gonna have to go shopping and then we'll figure it out from there. But first, I'm gonna say hi to Marie. Look, it's Marie.
Hey!
We are entering the supermarket. Forward, towards the blue. Towards the door. We're out. Towards the green. Is that golf? I'm not sure what I'm saying really. We're gonna have all this. We're gonna make some food. Actually, no, they will make some food because we went to buy the food. So if I buy the food, I want people to make it for me. You know what I'm saying? Because like I paid good cash for this food. I paid good cash.
J'ai checké sur le net.
Men outside smoking, drinking. Women inside working, cooking. It seems as though we haven't changed our ways. We need to change them now. I shall go and change the balance. I shall go help the women cook.
Et c'est une question de la consistance de la peau dans la...
One,
Ce masque-là,
two,
c'est le même prix.
three,
Aujourd'hui,
done. Mojito, guacamole. Ça va mieux répéter.
C'est ma copine Cécile qui a fait ça aussi.
Just had a fantastic meal with these lovely people, and now we're going to keep eating stuff. I don't usually drink a lot of wine, but this time I'm going to make an exception. I'm going to toast to you and hope that you have a good life, and if you don't have a good life, then you know, just drink and get fucked up, you know.
So, the evening's coming to a close. Simon is playing piano right now. He plays it really well. He's playing classical music. So it's slowly making me fall asleep. So it's like 1:30, 2 in the morning, and I'm drinking coffee. So that was just playing piano for you. I hope you loved it. Like, share, subscribe. See you in the morning. Oh, and it's morning time and I'm here. I wonder what it's like for you people when you're watching shit, to see my perfectly fine face when I go to bed at night and seeing this mess in the morning. It must be quite unnerving. I presume, like, you know, on YouTube you can know when people drop off from the video. You can know at what time or the average view duration or something like that. My bet is that the average view duration for this video is going to cut off right about now. When you're going to see my face. You saw my face, you go, Stop following me. So we've decided that we might be going to the beach, or we might be going to a lake, or we might be going to the swimming pool. Right now we're about to leave, we don't know where to, I suppose we're going to guess telepathically. Can you do that? Can you think? Do you know what I'm thinking right now? Oh, sorry, it was in my head. Okay, so we're going to a lake apparently. What was it called then? Okay, we're going to a lake. Après on va à la piscine? Non, je pense qu'on va aller jusqu'au... Okay, so we're just going to the lake, we're not going to anywhere else.
Alright, so we just got to the Étang d'Épinay, to the lake, and we've decided that since it's not, they don't allow us to take a dip, and so we are going now to the swimming pool. Alright, so here we are at the swimming pool, as you can see. It's a great place to be. A lot of people are here. We paid nothing to get in because they're so nice. No, I'm sure you've noticed that we're not at the swimming pool. The swimming pool was closed because it was a competition, so we had to go to another place. And finally, I went for a little dip, and it was really nice. So here I am, and the people around me are here, but I don't think they want to be on camera, so I'm not going to show them to you. Sorry. Oh my god, my voice is cracky. Cracky. I'm a little tired. At some point earlier, I talked about men and women. Well, not about men and women per se, but what about the brain, right? Because the brain, a lot of people believe is, well, at least I had a conversation with my roommate and her boyfriend. What she said was that she believed that it was a lot about the education and a lot less about the genes. And I recently learned from my dad that he said, oh, immediately you had the ear, because I'm a musician. You heard words and you repeated them exactly really quickly, whereas your brother didn't, but he was much better at games and logical things. And my brother beat my dad at Connect 4 when he was 8 years old. So a lot of people believe that the brain is like a fresh, clean slate, and that it's all about the education, that all our society is based on this idea that it was turned into a consumer society, and some evil people one day all went into a room and thought, now we're going to dominate the world and this is our master plan. Now, I don't think that's the case. I don't think that it happened that way. I think that definitely some people thought, this is a trend, let's profit from it, but they had to be the trend first. To come back to women, to come back to men and women, I am tired. To come back to them, I think it's about, and this is coming from an uneducated perspective, but it's just something that I've noticed. Men were always physically stronger than women, and women, because of that, had to develop other skills. I'm just trying to notice the trend here. Men were always stronger, and so they always had the final word, because in the end, if the woman wasn't happy, you could just slap them, and that's it. Now, there were matriarchal societies before, and I suppose that would happen, but the main trend is still this physical force thing. In the end, the law could be on your side, everyone could be on your side. If a man walks up to you and punches you in the face, there's not much you can do about that, apart from bodyguards and everything, but you know what I'm saying. I mean, if he gets past the bodyguards, then you can punch that man in the face. Our world is a physical place. We've made barriers and, you know, put money, customs, borders, but in the end, there's nothing that's stopping me from walking up to the most powerful man in the world and sucker punching him. We need to examine carefully how we treat each other, men and women, or any kind of anything. No matter what ability we have, we need to be careful not to get carried away and think that all we need to do is change the way we think or change the way we act. Or I'm not saying that there aren't unfair things that have happened to women because of this superiority, but I'm saying that it feels like a natural trend to me. So if it's a natural trend, education is not going to fix anything. Education is going to be like denial. Educating guys to like the color blue and girls to like the color pink is ridiculous, and we can change that, of course. But educating guys to go into certain fields and girls to go into certain others, there's nothing wrong with a girl wanting to be an engineer or a guy wanting to be a nurse. But is that the major trend? Do you absolutely need 50-50 in every single job? That sounds like a ridiculous idea to me. 50-50 in every single job sounds like you're trying to force things which are maybe linked to our biology. I don't think this is the right way to go. We have to be careful. That's why we have to take care to take a step back from time to time and be a little cautious in the way we judge things. A famous man called Jordan Peterson, who said something like, a lot of people think that everybody can be trained to do anything, which is false. That's what he says, it's false. Not everybody can be trained to do everything. And what my dad said about my ear and about my brother's logical perspective, that seems to show that Jordan Peterson may be onto something. And if he's onto something, then we're all in big trouble, because a lot of people believe that's not the case. A lot of people will think, well, no, anyone can do anything. Now, that doesn't mean that if you're born without the skill to do something that you can't try for that thing anyway. And it certainly doesn't mean that if you fail you have less value than the people who do have that skill. But it's very important to look the truth straight in the eye and to say, I accept you. Now what are we going to do about it? I think we can make a fair world if we look the truth in the eye. If we understand the world
and we don't shy away from it. We don't just say everybody's equal. Everybody's equal in right. Not everybody's equal in ability. At least that's my current opinion right now. And I'm saying this really because I do have ability in music. But believe me, I am very, very bad at games. Like, I lose all the time. I lose all the time at games. Like, seriously bad at games. Like, every time I lose. And then when I win, I'm so surprised that I'm just like, what? You can't beat the Curinator. What? I act like a dick. I guess I'll see you on the other side of the vlog.
If you liked the video, why don't you share it and subscribe and click the little bell button and do everything? Why don't you do everything? Why not? What's stopping you from doing everything? Apart from your ability. I'm joking, of course. No, actually, no, it's not a joke. It's just equal in rights, right? What a dick.